Well, hey everybody, welcome back for another week of Church at Home. I'm Kurt, and with me this week is my good friend, AC.
Hey Kurt, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking all about goodness, which just so happens to be one of the fruits of the Spirit. You see, goodness is just treating others well, treating them the way we would want to be treated, because we have Jesus in our hearts.
Yeah, and that means that we need to treat others with things like love and kindness and respect. You know, being good to everyone. And being good to everyone actually includes people who are different than we are. People who are different sizes, or speak a different language, or have a different skin color.
I mean, just look at us, Kurt. You know, you're short, I'm tall, he's kind of old, I'm young, he's white, I'm black, but it's all good. You see, because God made each of us unique and special. And having the fruit of the Spirit in our lives help us treat each other the way God would want us to.
Yeah, but when you look around, it's pretty easy to see, AC, that a whole lot of people have a hard time being good to people who are different than they are. But the Bible tells us not to copy the behavior of the world. We aren't supposed to act like everybody else. God wants his kids to lead the way, not follow the world. And treating others with goodness, AC, is a pretty good place to start.
Kurt, you said goodness is the fruit of the Spirit, right?
Yeah. It's one of the fruits of the Spirit, yeah.
Okay, cool, because I want to do a magic trick using this apple and I need your help.
Okay, but we're on the computer, AC, and I'm like 50 miles away from you right now.
That's why we call it magic. You're going to help me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You're going to take this apple from me and you're going to turn it into an orange. Are you ready?
Okay. I don't understand. I trust you.
Get it?
Oh,
Get
wait.
it? Got it?
I got it.
Whoa! Well, guys, that's all the time we have. Have a great week at Church at Home.
That's amazing. See you guys.
Hey friends, Greg here. Welcome back to church. Now today we're in my studio working on a brand new video project. It's a project that engages all 5 senses. It's the world's first ever 5D video project. Now 3D is for rookies. We're moving on. Me and Dan have been doing some cutting edge research, and we actually found out that we're gonna be able to do something that no one's ever done before. Now things are about to get crazy in the studio. Something that gets me really pumped up is worship music. So let's jump over to our memory verse song of the week in 2 Timothy 1:7. Let's do it. Wow, these things look real.
Power, love, and soft as a flame.
Nice job, guys. That worship music really pumped me up. Now, today we're going to be talking all about the fruits of the Spirit. Not like our actual fruits that we're shooting 5D video of, but the fruits that God give us, like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Today we're going to be talking all about goodness, which is when we treat others well because God is in our hearts. Now let's jump to our Bible story about Lydia, where she shows us all about goodness. Let's check it out.
Slapstick Theater. Lydia. This is Lydia, who worshiped God and was a dealer in purple cloth. One day, Lydia was with a group of women by a river.
Oh, hey!
Paul and Silas came and started speaking to the women. As she listened to them, God helped her to understand and believe in what they were saying.
Oh, wow!
She and her whole household were baptized. Lydia asked Paul and Silas to come and stay in her home.
Okay.
Paul and Silas stayed with Lydia many times, as she always opened her home to them.
Wow, so Lydia showed goodness by opening up her home to Paul and Silas. And Paul and Silas showed goodness too by telling others about Jesus. That was an awesome story. Now, I'm just putting some final touches on my 5D video. All we have left, some orange citrus fruit spray to really enhance the scent. Remember, we're doing all 5 senses here. So, we're locked in, cameras are recording, and we're gonna start spraying this bad boy up. Now, while we do this, tune into our You Direct Awards, where we had kids from all over the world send in their videos about goodness. Check out the videos right now while we finish ours. Let's go, Dan.
Katie, check out this good jacket.
Nice, looking good, Ariel.
Thank you, that was good. I like that. Yeah, good.
You know, these videos have been really good.
Yeah, they have been good. You know what? Yeah, this You Direct series, the You Direct Awards, has been very good.
It's making me want to go have a good lunch.
Okay. Yeah.
And then after that, go see a good movie.
Ooh, a
with
good
some
movie.
Good
Popcorn. Good popcorn. I got it. Yeah, good. That's awesome.
You Direct Award, Fruit of the Spirit. Short films directed by you. Worldwide premiere. The You Direct Award.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the You Direct Awards. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ariel.
We are going to be looking at You Direct videos coming in from young directors all over the world.
And like we learned last week, each video will focus on a particular fruit of the Spirit.
And we also learned last week that fruit of the Spirit is not food, but things in our life that show we have God's Spirit in us.
Okay, got it. Let me see if I can remember them. Okay, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I nailed it, yes!
Yes, way to go. That was good, like really good. Did you practice?
Yeah, I practiced a little bit. I had to get good because this week we're talking about goodness. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. I see what you did there. I think you could have been a little more creative on your transition, but...
Okay, goodness is treating others well because we have Jesus in our hearts. We can show God's goodness to others by being good.
Now let's take a look at this week's Goodness Finalists.
Good.
The nominees for Goodness are Violet Victoria from Irvine North,
Chloe and Caitlin from Irvine North,
and Jared and Anton from Aliso Viejo. Wow, those are some amazing submissions. Now for the fun part.
They sure are. Each week we will choose another category winner. On the last week of our competition, after all the category winners are announced, we will crown the You Direct champion.
And the You Direct champion will win the grand prize, which is a brand new iPad.
Oh, that's so awesome. Before we do, we need to call out Pastor Sean to help us reveal today's winner. Give it up for Pastor Sean.
All right, everyone, today we're talking about goodness. Remember that goodness is treating others well because we have Jesus in our hearts. In our Bible story today, a woman named Lydia showed goodness to Paul and Silas by opening up her home to them. Now, Paul and Silas had to have been exhausted from traveling all over the land preaching the good news. By sharing God's love with others, Paul and Silas showed us what goodness looks like. Now, Lydia wanted to show the goodness of God that God had put in her heart by helping Paul and Silas. And the best part, she just used what God had given her to meet their needs. Now, only God can be good all the time. But when we have Jesus in our hearts, we have all we need to share His goodness with others. Now, we can show this goodness through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Now, may I have the envelope, please? Oh, yes, dude. When they're getting the envelope, I'm gonna get me an In-N-Out burger. Well, something's in my burger. Oh wait, that was a good one, guys. It's actually the nomination for the goodness category. Guys, it's Chloe and Caitlin from Irvine, North California. Good job, guys. Hey, listen, we actually have Chloe and Caitlin here via satellite. Chloe, Caitlin, are you guys there?
Hi, Pastor John. We're here and we're so excited.
Awesome. Guys, do you have anything you want to say?
Yes. I would like to say some stuff that my mom was such a great actress and she helped us bake the wonderful brownies. My sister and I also got along, so that was awesome.
I can't forget to thank SK for giving us the opportunity to do this video, and most of all our Lord, because He helped us get through it and helped us come this far.
Thank you.
Well, again, congrats, Chloe and Caitlin. Now, let's check out and watch their award-winning film.
Hi, Caitlin. I was just about to bake some brownies. And you want to help me?
Sure. What are you doing, Chloe?
I'm playing the best video game ever.
Chloe, you gonna help us?
No! I died! Oh, it's ready! That's so good!
Well, I don't need it anyway. It's okay. Here, you can have it.
Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Gosh, Caitlin, I can't believe you're giving me the last brownie and I didn't even help you.
You truly have goodness in you.
I have an idea. How about we split it? But here you go, Caitlin. You can have the bigger piece. I feel even better showing goodness to you.
Girls, leave anything for mommy?
Yum! Those brownies look awesome. Now, from Chloe and Caitlin's video, we got to see a wonderful example of what goodness looks like. Even though the younger sister did not help with making the brownies, the older sister still offered to give her last brownie. But then, the younger sister was so touched that she wanted to split the brownie with her sister. In the end, they ended up showing goodness to each other. Now, just like we heard earlier, we can show goodness to others by making choices that are pleasing to God, by helping those in need, or by being kind to the people around us, even when they're not kind to us. Showing goodness to others isn't always the easiest thing to do, but God promises that He will give us the strength to do what is right through the fruit of the Spirit. Now, it's time for me to throw it back to Ariel and Katie. Love you guys, and we'll see you back next week. See you later.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of the You Direct Awards. Remember, the fruit of the Spirit grows inside of us so that we can show others what God's love looks like.
That's right. And this week, we want to challenge you to find ways to show goodness in your thoughts, words, and actions.
All right, well, I'm Ariel.
And I'm Katie.
And we'll see you guys back here next week for another episode of You Direct
Awards!
Wow, that was awesome. And hey, just like Pastor Sean said, we can show goodness by being good to others. But we can't be good all the time like Jesus was. But because we have him in our hearts, we can be good in our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Well, now it's time to do a little quiz to test our knowledge, see how well we were paying attention. Now, this isn't a boring quiz. This is a crazy quiz, held by a snail with super speed, laser vision, and he can talk. It's time for the Super Snail Sam quiz. This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna go ahead and yell out the answers as loud as you can when you hear them. Let's check it out.
Gentlemen, imagine a world where the laws of physics no longer apply. Where house snails can have the speed of a cheetah and the strength of 1,000 men. The time is now. We have the technology. We have the capability. We can make the world's first Super Snail. Super Snail Sam! Better than he was before. Better, faster, stronger. Laser vision, super speed, the ability to speak. Super Snail Sam! What does the word goodness mean? Is it telling good jokes? Eating delicious food? Or is it treating others well because we have Jesus in our hearts? That's right! Goodness means to treat others well because we have Jesus in our hearts. Great job, guys. How did Lydia show goodness to Paul and Silas? Was it by singing to them? Washing their feet? Or opening up her home to them? That's correct. Lydia showed goodness to Paul and Silas by opening up her home to them. How can we show God's goodness to others? Is it by being good? By name-calling? Or yelling, "I love you," at strangers? That's correct. We can show God's goodness to others by being good. Awesome job. Super Snail Sam!
Great job answering those questions, guys. Now, Dan and I are putting the final touches on our 5D video experiment. We're getting down to the wire here, but we have one last hitch that we're working on. We're trying to figure out a way to simultaneously have an aqua experience for our viewers, which, if we cue this up all at the same time, it'll simultaneously blast orange mist at whoever watches the video. Now, I think all we have to do is pretty much get... I think it worked, Dan. Yeah, I think that was good though. All right, well now it's time for Greg's super awesome video contest. In case you guys didn't know, we made our very own video contest, Greg's super awesome video contest. Now, here are the rules. All you gotta do is make your own video about the fruit of the Spirit we learned about this week. This week, we learned about goodness. So make a video about something good. I think you can do it. Now, here's the catch. You gotta upload your video to saddlebackkids.com so we can watch them. And at the end, Dan and I are gonna include a grand prize for the winner. It's your very own camera kit. So get filming, get creative, and have fun. We'll see you guys next week. Dan, we gotta fix the squirt gun on this thing. We gotta go back in for some more.